Hi, I'm Break, and today we're going to talk about tales from the Borderlands and try to figure out who the masked man who kidnapped Fiona and Rhys is. And this is improvised, so I might stutter and not know what to say at some times, but I wanted to make this. So yeah, I'm reading a forum right now, and there's things we know about the stranger or the masked man, and it's that he or she alters her voice and body shape through her mask and clothing. That's one thing we know about. We know the voice is different. Maybe he's hiding an accent. Maybe he's hiding his woman voice and making it a male's voice, like a robot voice. We don't know. Then we know that she knows Rhys and Fiona. He knows them, but he doesn't know enough to know about Goddess and how to find it. So it has to be someone who wasn't there the whole time, and must be a character we already seen until episode 4, because I want to upload this before that. Then another thing we know is that she somehow gained the conference call through the warrior or BC. She had access to HA office and simply stole it. The conference call is the weapon, I think it is. Let me search it right now while we're talking, but it's gonna be an image right now. The conference call, Borderlands 2. Yes, it's the gun that the masked man has. So we know he gained access to that gun. What else do we know? We know that she seemed to have no problem to waste bullets in the beginning. Even found it natural to wake both his hostages with gunshots.
No,
Hey, seriously, can you use your words? You're just wasting bullets with that thing.
Yeah, okay.
The stranger could also act like this, so the stranger is trying to alter more than just his appearance to stay hidden. That would be a good strategy to seem like stupid, or to seem like you simply don't not care about anything. But yeah, he does that, and maybe he just doesn't care. He has like a, I think if I remember correctly, he has like a bullet thing around his what is it, like his body, but we don't know. I don't think he does. No, he doesn't. I'm looking at it right now. No, he doesn't. But he could have bullets elsewhere. Another thing we know is, like, in all Telltale games symbolism, it is a very important thing. So wait, what? Oh yeah, whatever. In all Telltale games symbolism is a very important thing. So her clothing might reveal something about the character hidden behind the mask. And that's true. I've been thinking about. He wears black. I mean, yeah, kind of black grayish, something like white, green, grayish, and red. And then he has like 2 white marks and a hat, like Raiden hat from Mortal Kombat, and a mask, a gas mask, and a red eye, one red eye, which I found extremely strange. I don't know why he does that. Maybe he's a robot. Some people were saying he might be a robot. But we also know that he has 2 orange lines around his what is this? The thing you have next to your fucking head. Whatever. But you have 2 yellow lines next to your head. So that would... what else has 2 lines? If you look at the Hyperion logo, you see that the logo in itself is 2 yellow lines. So that could tell us that he worked there, he went there, and that would be a hint. What else do we know? She hides his face because out of several reasons. Yeah. one, Fiona and Rhys would recognize her. That's a good point. I'm reading this. I'm gonna leave all this thread. It's gonna have a lot of spoilers about the game, but I'm reading it from here, and I thought about making this. Another point, it would be dangerous for her to show his face, and that would be true because if you're in Pandora and you have a face that's someone who is dangerous, like Handsome Jack, you would be killed. Before we continue, I haven't played Borderlands 2 completely. I haven't played Borderlands 1 at all. But Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel, I haven't played it. I hope Telltale Games doesn't English, sorry. They don't like put a character that we don't know, people who didn't play the other two games, but they might do it because people who play Tales from the Borderlands may a lot of people who played that game could have or would have played Borderlands 1 and 2 at the pre-sequel. What other point? Maybe she needs the mask due to a sibling of her face, which also could be a possibility, but also has to match with at least one of the reasons above. Okay, so I was thinking before with the clothes. We know that he wears red and greenish, like grayish, whatever. But we know that he wears red. And Fiona said in episode 4 that she remembered the suit from the suit remind her of something.
That suit he's wearing, it looks familiar, but I can't place it.
Yeah, I hear ya.
She doesn't know what. She might be a woman trying to go like mysterious and trying to know what happened, because you hear her or him saying, I know what it is to lose someone you care about. So who has died that we know about?
I know what it is like to lose someone you care about.
Phyllis died. If depending of what you choose, but I think he's dead either way. We don't know, but Felix could have died. Who else could have died? We know Vasquez died. We don't know why, if she had someone. We know who else died in the game. A lot of psychos died. But yeah, he could be. Who else died in the game? No one we know. Maybe Handsome Jack. Yeah, someone who was in love with Handsome Jack. Maybe I just thought of something. How old or how much time has been since Handsome Jack died? Like since he died from Borderlands 2 to the start of Tales from the Borderlands, because we know Handsome Jack has an angel quotes, because I think she is his daughter, so maybe the daughter could be him trying to take revenge out of because of Handsome Jack. We know Timothy, the one from Borderlands 2, I've been reading about him, is alive. So they will confirm that he wasn't killed in Borderlands 2, or so we know he's alive, and maybe Timothy is hiding his face because of he doesn't want to be recognized as Handsome Jack. So yeah, if you don't know who Timothy is, I will leave a link in the description. And what else do we have? We know that she knows something important, but not everything. She needs Rhys and Fiona. So who else wasn't there? Bond hasn't been there at all. Anytime. He was always away with Sasha while Rhys was doing something, or alone, or dying. You know, when in the first episode, he wasn't there all the time. He was dragged by who was it? He was dragged by the guy with the butcher knife. The butcher knife. He was dragged by him away, and the story was told by Rhys, so he wouldn't know. I don't know if And also Bond has like two, let me look it up right now, I have the wiki right here. But Bond has, yeah, I think he has like a yellow band or yellow line around his like, no, it's not his elbows, the shoulder, yeah, around his shoulder. So we know it could be him. We don't know how, we don't know why. He could be. There's a lot of characters who could be the Masked Man. What else we have? Although she is showing more violence toward Rhys, which might be due to a bad experience with Hyperion, or just bad experiences with Rhys in person. And that's true. Which also could be Handsome Jack, or Timothy, we don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe Handsome Jack got into the body of Timothy, so we know it's him. Or it could be Bond, like I said before. What else character do we have? I was thinking about it would be like Kroger or Finch, because maybe one of them died and Kroger took vengeance because of Finch, or the other way around. Kroger died and Finch took revenge because he wears like a grayish red thingy. That could be a possibility. I wouldn't mind that. Maybe it's like Lee Boys, because Dave Fennoy, I don't know the name, how to pronounce it, but Dave Fennoy, the voice that makes the character Lee and Finch, could be him. What else do we have? We do know she recognizes the energy chases as something related to the Gordis project, and something being important for opening the vault, so she seems to have knowledge about the Gordis project. This is making her a bold hunter, or at least somebody who knows interest in recollecting Gordis, which might lead to a vault, or somebody who wants to gain information about it through Fiona and Rhys. So we know it could be something who was there and knows about the Gordis project. That's another point for Finch, Kroger, Valerie. We don't know what Valerie's doing. We don't know what Athena's doing. Maybe it's Janie. She doesn't know everything. You know, Scooter died. That's a fucking shame, because I fucking loved Scooter. But that would be Bond too, because he wasn't all the time there. But yeah, what the last thing we know. Overall, he seemed to know about Rhys and Fiona's adventure before he questioned them, or at least knew what their stations were. She asked them to precisely about what happened at the Dome. So he knew it was at the Dome. Maybe he did. So who was at the Dome? Let me look it up right now. You're probably gonna see a picture if I found one. The Dome, Borderlands 2. Let's see. Images, because why the fuck not? The Dome, yeah. The Dome where we find the doctor, that really weird doctor, and Valerie's attack. I think that's I'm dying. I think that's the place where he's talking about. So yeah, he might know, he might be there. And that would be Bond. It's not gonna be Bond. Kroger wasn't there at the time either. He got there. Wait, no. The Dome. I don't know where he asked. In what episode he asked, tell me about the Dome. But if it was in episode 3, he wouldn't know, because Kroger, or either way, if he asked before or later, that doesn't mean he wasn't there, because that's in the future. So we know he doesn't know what happened exactly, but he knows they were there. And so it could be. We have Bond, which we know he wasn't there all the time. Yvette, I don't think she is. Sasha, we don't know. Then, what else? Kroger. Oh, I'm dying. Finch. What else do we have? Janie Springs, which should be a good option. Janie Springs lost Athena if she died. She appeared in the pre-sequel, which I hope they didn't, like I said, they didn't add a character we didn't know, people who played Tales from the Borderlands only. And that's it. Let's look at every character we have. Athena, I think she's dead. Or maybe Janie dies and Athena is like trying to kill us because she wasn't there all the time. Then we have August, which I don't think he would do something. He was like a cool guy, but I hate him either way. He's a dick. Then we have Bossa Nova. He died. Brick. He appeared in the third episode. We haven't heard of them, Brick or the other guy, which I don't remember the name. We haven't heard of him, so we don't know. What was the other guy's name? I don't remember. Let me find it if I can right now. Well, whatever. Let's keep looking. Felix. He probably died, and we know Felix has a girlfriend or a wife we don't know about. We found a photo in episode 2, I think it was, when we are presented with the characters of Kroger and Finch. So we know he has like a wife or someone, and maybe that wife is looking for vengeance. Then we have Fiona, Finch, which I don't think Fiona is, because Fiona is being kidnapped. Kidnapped. I don't know about English. Sorry about that. Oh, the butcher guy was called Rodiger, or whatever the fuck that name. We know General Pollux died. That was the guy who was, we took the eye off, and we used it with the scanner. Then we have Goris, who I thought about it. Maybe Goris is like in a normal suit trying to be human, and he's like throwing shots around and trying to do something, and he always says like, I guess I could have, with the robot voice, like when Fiona says like, you could be saving bullets or something else, right? You know?
Yeah, okay.
And he says like, yes, I guess I could have, I guess I could, whatever, and he's like playing dumb or he's dumb. So that could be Goris looking for his parts, because he knows exactly where to go. He doesn't have any GPS, so we don't know. He's not killing Rhys and Fiona. He's like trying to look like dangerous, shooting in the air, but that's not something, but he could be. And at the same time, I don't think he would be Goris Project or Clementine's voice. Then we have Handsome Jack, which I thought about because Timothy is alive, and maybe they are gonna like present Timothy, and then we're gonna see like he took the Handsome Jack, like the computer Handsome Jack takes control of takes control of Timothy, or Timothy, I don't know how to pronounce that name. Then we have Henderson, he died in the first episode, we know. Hugo Basket, he died, we used his body in episode 4. Janice Springs, we don't know, it could be her. Kroger, we talked about him, he could be. I have a slight suspicion it could be him. What else? Loaderbot? I don't think it would. Loaderbot knows about Rhys and he wasn't there all the time. But I don't know, maybe it's Loaderbot programmed to help Goris. And yeah, maybe it could be a possibility. Then we have who else? Marcus Kincaid, who I think, if I'm not mistaken, because I don't have a lot of like ideas of who this is, because I didn't read it. Yeah, blah blah blah. Marcus is an American character. Blah 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 blah. I think he's the one who tells the story, but I'm not sure. I know who Marcus is because I play like the start of what was this? Borderlands 2. So I know he's the gun like merchant, but I think it's the voice that talks to us, like telling us the story. I don't know. Then we have Mordecai, that was the name, Mordecai and Brick, who we know Mordecai was like the sniper and stuff, but I don't think he is gonna be the masked man. This is taking a long time, I'm gonna have to edit this a lot, but I don't care. Then we have Professor Penumbra. I'm reading all the characters that are on the Tales from the Borderlands character like wiki. But yeah, Professor Penumbra was the guy in the World of Curiosities who's dead. Rhys is being kidnapped. Rodiger, who is the butcher, who could be him, but I think he's dead. Then we have Sasha. Sasha, if you remember correctly, she was kidnapped or captured by Yvette in the last part of in the last moments of episode 4 of Tales from the Borderlands. So maybe she's not captured. maybe she's working with Yvette, but we don't know. Then we have Scooter, who died. Then we have Shade, when the guy like weird creepy guy that jump scared us 2 times. But I don't think he's gonna be the Masked Man, because we haven't heard of him since episode 1. Then we have Tector, who appeared in episode 1 and I think 2, and we haven't heard of him. Tector was the Tector and Jimbo guy. Then we have Tommy, who was the guy that died, we don't care about him. Then we have Bond, what I was talking about, and maybe Bond is the Masked Man, even though he should have, I mean, he would need to like use like things to seem higher, and that's kind of stuff. We don't know. Then we have Yvette, which I don't think she would. She doesn't seem like the girl she would do that. And the last character we have on the list is with the C, Zero. He was looking for the Gordis project in episode 1, and we know that. He wasn't there the whole time. He knows the guys because we saw he knows Rhys and Fiona, but he knows more Rhys and Sasha, which wouldn't make sense because if he kidnapped Fiona and Rhys, why would not kidnap Rhys and Sasha instead of Fiona? But maybe he got information about everything and stuff. But we know Zero is a character that appeared in episode 1, and we haven't heard of him. But that's all the information. Let me read off if I have something else. So that's the last page of this fucking thread in Telltale's community. And tell me what you think. I have the biggest well, how do you say this? I think it's Bond, or maybe Janie Springs, or the Felix wife, or Timothy and Handsome Jack. I don't believe what she said or he said, ex Diamond, about the stranger being Rhys, because we know Rhys' eyes turned yellow at the end of episode 4. So that wouldn't make sense, because why would he ask himself or the body of him to tell the story? Because Rhys was in every episode taking place and every time, so he couldn't he must know everything, and he knows everything. So Bond could be because he has the red line around his his shoulder. We know that Hyperion logo is a 2-line thingy around the 2-line yellow thingies, lines, 2 lines, 2 yellow lines. Fuck, I'm stupid today. But then we know that the guy has 2 yellow lines in his shoulder. Bond has 2, but then we know he's wearing grayish green and red. The other guy who wears red and grayish green is Finch, and we know he has a lot of, he cares about Kroger, because we know in the opening of episode 4, which is a good fucking one, I fucking love that song, Back to the Top, we know that he is really caring about him because they grab hands and everything, bro love. But yeah, then we know it could be Gordis. I talked about it. And then we have Janie Springs, who is maybe taking vengeance because of Athena, who died because of us. That's the most unlikely for me. Maybe you have more things you like to say about this. Sorry about this video, it was improvised. I was gonna make a script, but I just felt like talking about it and talking about what I remember and what I thought about before. Then we have Kroger and Finch, who are they weren't there all the time. Janie wasn't there all the time. Then we have Gordis, who appeared out of nowhere in episode 3. So we know he wasn't there all the time. But if he knows about the dome, it means it could be Gordis, because Gordis was in the dome at that time. So we know it could be her or him, whatever. And I think he's a her, or Goddess is a her. But let's call it an it. I think it could be it. Then we have Loaderbot, who I read a comment that said like Loaderbot could have like the Loaderbot could have like a GPS and the mind of Goddess, or he could be like in a body pretending to be a human and looking for Goddess pieces. That's why I think Goddess is the best choice instead of Loaderbot, because he's a robot, Loaderbot, and they are dumb. They're not dumb because of like they want to, they are dumb because the script makes them dumb. The same with Goddess, they are like really like childish and stuff. That's why I think it could be Goddess because the stranger is like walking around without a GPS, I think. Or maybe he's around with a GPS. I'm not sure. I don't remember right now. I have to do a little more investigation. But that's it for now. Thank you for watching. And tell me what you think in the comments. I was just thinking about it. I love the game. I love what you do, Telltale Games. But I don't like how every fucking choice doesn't matter sometimes. Because why the fuck would you give us the choice to not... Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. It's like, you stun a bet, you get caught. You talk your way with the bet, you get caught. Then, what other thing? You tell no to Handsome Jack to run Hyperion. Fuck you, you run Hyperion either way. For fuck me, fuck everyone, and love Telltale Games, because Telltale Games, it's a good game company. You need to what is it? You need to like improve the graphics a little bit. Not in this game because Tales from the Borderlands has like a cartoony thingy with graphics, but that's it. What else? I love your games. I love what you do. And if you have anything you'd like to say about this and what's your opinions again about like who is this masked man, just leave it in the comments and I'll respond to you immediately, because I always like do it. I always respond immediately unless YouTube doesn't notify me of that. But yeah, if you're watching this now and like the day I upload it, I probably will be answering like them immediately, because like I will be in the computer. Then maybe not so is or quickly. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next maybe game theory. It's just a theory, a game theory. Thanks for watching. No, I'm not a good guy. I wish I was with with that guy, MadPat. But that's a good channel. Go check it out. I'll leave a link in the description. There's gonna be like a game theory thing right in the screen right now. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode or video or whatever. I don't think I'm gonna do another episode of this. Bye. Bye.